Good morning, my friends. 2020 just keeps on going for me, doesn't it? As you saw by the thumbnail, I broke something. And because I broke something, I have no way in to bring you this week. What did I break? Here's a picture. I broke 2 toes. I have a non-displaced closed fracture on toes 4 and 5 of the lower phalanges or flanks or flank, yeah, something like that. Anyway, I broke my little toe and the toe next to it. So the other night, it was Monday night. You know how I feel about my Apple Watch, and you know I have to close my rings. And I only needed 6 more calories to close my red ring. So I said, oh, well, I have to go downstairs and get a drink. Anyway, I always take a glass of water upstairs at night to keep on my bedside table. And I forgot to take it up. And I don't like bathroom water. It has to be kitchen water from we have a reverse osmosis whole house filtration system. So it has to be from that. I know, I'm picky and I have to have ice. So I came down to get it. So I figured down the steps and into the kitchen and back up would burn my 6 calories. So when I came down, I decided to go the long way through the dining room. Unbeknownst to me, Doug glued down the transition strip for the new floor between the dining room and the kitchen. And when he glued it down, he took our 15-pound hand weights and he set them on top to give it weight, to hold it down so the glue would dry. I never turned the light on because I know my house. Yeah, I ran right into the weights full speed. There may or may not have been a blood-curdling scream involved. Yeah. So I got my water, burned my 6 calories, went upstairs. By the time I got back upstairs and got in bed, it was throbbing. As soon as I did it, I felt like I was going to vomit. That if you've ever hurt yourself, you know the feeling. So I did not sleep Monday night. It throbbed and hurt all night. So I got no sleep. So Tuesday, I did go to my foot doctor, and sure enough, yeah, I'm such a klutz. I am such a klutz. So as you saw in the picture, I have a lovely new fashion accessory, all the latest rage in shoes. So for the next 7 to 10 days, yeah. So I could not put any weight on it at all when I did it Monday night. Tuesday morning was even worse. I could not put any weight on it. I tried to get on the scale and I couldn't get a reading because I couldn't put any weight on it. So I am amazed at how this little shoe makes it feel. Oh my gosh, I can walk on it now. I'm not saying it's perfect because there's still a little bit of discomfort, but I could not walk. I mean, I could not put any weight on it. And this shoe has changed all that. I can, I'm still very careful, don't get me wrong. And I have to be careful because this is bulky and I'm klutz. We've proved that. So yeah, so no running for probably 10 to 14 days for me. He said I could do, total upper body workouts and that kind of stuff after a couple days. So tomorrow, I think I'm going to try to do just like a really easy HIIT workout, just like upper body stuff. Nothing that involves my feet and nothing that involves like a plank or a push-up where I have to balance on my toes. So that's where I'm at with that. I know, it's crazy. So let's just talk about the topic since we're not doing a weigh-in. It's part of the weekly series. And you know, it's what happens to your body when, and this week it's when you eat healthier. And it's funny because I was just thinking about filming something about this. So WW nailed it this time. You know, I've been complaining about their topics, but I think this is a very, very important topic. We all start this journey for a reason, and mostly that reason is to lose weight. But you have to look further than that and ask yourself, well, why do you want to lose weight? Why? And I would say 95% of the time, it is not to fit into a bikini, or it is not to wear a size 0. 95% of the time, it is to be healthier. So we have to keep that in mind when we are planning our meals, when we are planning our food. Sorry. And okay, planning our meals, planning our food, and I don't know what I was going to say now. Because not all points are created equal. Yes, WW either gives us 16 or 20, a minimum of 16 or 23 or 30 points a day, depending on what plan we're on. And yes, they tell us that we can spend those points how we see fit. But I don't feel they tell us that we need to be spending them on healthy food. Not all points are created equal. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back. Not all points are created equal. Now, let me also just preface this by saying I am not a nutritionist, I am not a doctor, I am not an expert. I am just a girl who lost 65 pounds and is keeping it off, and has gotten off blood pressure medicine, has lowered my cholesterol, has lowered my A1C, everything. And I truly believe I did this because not only did I make that commitment to lose weight, I made the commitment to eat healthier. Is it always fun? Absolutely not. Is it always convenient? Nope, absolutely not. You know that we are a very busy family. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Real life. And I took the opportunity to grab my tea. So, what I was saying, you know we are a very busy family. You've seen my weekend vlogs with sports, with the kids, with everything. So it would be so much easier for us, you know, when we leave the house at 5:30 in the morning to drive 2 or 3 hours to a track meet, to just say, you know what, let's just drive through and grab a breakfast sandwich at Wawa, or grab a breakfast sandwich at Dunkin' or McDonald's or Burger King, whatever. But I know that's not the best way to spend my points for me. I know that. So I plan. And like I said, is it always fun? No, because I have to get up a little bit earlier and I have to make our breakfast sandwiches or our breakfast burritos or whatever, and, you know, pack them up and everything. And the same with lunch. You know, it would be easier to leave the track meet and go up to the snack stand and grab that hot dog or that pizza, or, you know, leave during a time when it's not our kids' event and run out to the pizza joint or to the fast food joint or whatever. But I don't do that. I pack. I plan and I pack our lunch. It doesn't take that much. It really doesn't. And, you know, I have the food here. So not only is it saving me money, it's saving me nutrition, it's saving me points, it's saving me everything else. Now, do we do it every single time? Of course not. Because, you know, it's fun sometimes to have a hot dog at a track meet, or, you know, drive through Dunkin' and grab an egg white wrap or whatever. But you can't do it all the time, because not all points are created equal. And face it, we're doing this to get healthy. And do you really think that's healthy? No. I mean, you know, Dunkin' makes you feel like it is, but it's not. You can make it so much better at home and so much healthier. So you have to remember to nourish your body with the good things. And like I said, I'm not saying don't have some treats, don't have some junk food. I had ice cream twice in the last couple days. You just have to plan for it. You can't do it every day. And a big part of this journey is planning, and it's going to be for the rest of your life. You know, you can spend 12 points on a Dunkin' breakfast sandwich, or, 17 points on a McDonald's kids meal or whatever. Or you can spend 17 points on an amazing, steak dinner with a baked potato and something. So you have to really think about how you're spending your points and using those points to nourish your body. And I get a lot of comments and I get a lot of questions when I post my weekly menu, because sometimes some of my dinners are 9, 10, 11, 12 points. And people are like, oh my gosh, you use too many points on dinner. I get, depending on which plan I'm following, 16 or 23, I don't do the green plan, 16 or 23 points a day. I have to spend them on something. And I know a lot of the attitude is eat 0-point foods, eat your baked chicken and your steamed vegetables so you can have dessert. Some days, yeah, absolutely do that, because we all need a little dessert in our life. But you can't do it on a daily because it's just not healthy. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to get tired of that baked chicken and those steamed vegetables. And then you're going to overeat, trying to compensate for that, but still having your dessert. So yes, I spend my points on food. I'm trying not to sound preachy, and I really don't want to be, because you can spend your points however you want. I just want to give a different perspective on it. I like food. That's why I weighed 198 pounds, because I like food. I like a good meal. I love to sit at the table with my husband, my kids, and have a good meal. I enjoy it. It's delicious. And that's what I'm going to spend my points on. And like I said, yes, there are sometimes I'm going to add those points in for dessert too. But I don't know. You just have to, there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. And if we're doing this journey to lose weight, to be healthier, eating your points in a balanced manner is going to achieve that. I know there's so much in my head, and I'm trying to get it out, and I'm trying to keep this at a normal time. But you just have to remember that our bodies need the fuel. Our bodies need the fuel for heart health. Our bodies need the fuel for bone health. We need the fuel for energy. And, eating a hoagie every day isn't going to do that. Eating a hoagie once a week or once every 2 weeks, it's going to be really good for our mental state. So we do that. You just have to remember there has to be some balance. Does that make sense? Does it make sense that not all points are created equal? Those 10 points for that chocolate cupcake are not the same as 10 points for a bowl of oatmeal or some eggs or some lean pork chops or I'm trying to think of everything that has points. Spend your points on the good food 90% of the time, 80% of the time. Spend your points on the good food that's going to fuel your body, that's going to give you health, that's going to give you longevity. The other 20% of the time, have at it. Because let me tell you, that ice cream was darn good the other night. And I know if I didn't have it, I probably would have gone off the rails and had 3 times the amount on another night if I tried to deny myself. So we can't deny ourselves. We can't. If you love McDonald's, by all means, once every 2 weeks, go have McDonald's. If you love pizza, like I do, we have pizza at least once a month from the pizzeria. If you love whatever, fit it in. Just don't make it a daily thing. because that is not going to, we may still see success on the scale doing that and spending our points on that kind of stuff, but we're not going to see the success in our blood work and in our energy levels and things like that. And eventually it's going to catch up on the scale. So there you have it. My little PSA for the day. But like I said, take it or leave it. It's how I feel. It is my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I know sometimes I get a little on the tough love, but sometimes I just think we need to hear it. I need to hear it. I need tough love. And you know what? Part of this is for me. It's to keep me accountable. It's to keep me remembering why I'm doing this and why I'm doing this journey. So back to the weekly topic. Like I said, and like this says, there are tons of reasons why we eat what we do. We might grab a warm chocolate chip cookie because we're happy or homesick, or maybe just because it smells good. We might grab strawberries because they're right at the front of the fridge or easy to snack on. And while we eat for so many different reasons, thinking about how it will benefit us and our bodies is another. When we choose foods based on what they do for us, we can pick healthier and more nutritious options more often. So it says, if I want to focus on heart health, I'm going to pick foods low in saturated fats, lean chicken or turkey, fish, and nuts. If I want to focus on feeling fuller, I'm going to pick foods that are high in fiber, fruits and vegetables and beans. If I want to maintain lean muscle, I'm going to do foods that are high in protein. If I want to support my bone health, calcium and vitamin D, dairy, nuts, leafy greens, oily fish. Personally, I think we should focus on all that. I think it should be a healthy balance. Now, MyWW studio has a poster hanging, and it is an old poster from a couple plans ago, and they won't take it down, and I am grateful for that. It is about eating healthy and eating balanced. It is the healthy guidelines. It is that we need serving of oil every day. We need serving of complex carbohydrates. We need lean proteins. We need dairy. You know, we need the calcium. And I know sometimes those foods, especially the oils, are higher in points. But you know what? Allocate that 3 points a day. That's all it is 3 points a day. Allocate that for something that is going to fuel your body. Most of the time, mine comes in the form of olive oil, you know, with roasting or sauteing vegetables, but a lot of times it comes in nuts too. You know, my calcium, I'm not as good on my calcium, I'll admit that. I've been trying to get more in. I use a combination of cow's milk and almond milk, and I was shocked when I read the almond milk container. I get the Aldi almond milk. It has more calcium than dairy milk because it's added calcium. So, you know, that's okay. But I just love real milk in things. Like, I don't like the taste of almond milk in my mashed potatoes or in a lot of my casseroles. So I use 1% milk. So I do try to get that in. You know, I have no problem getting in my lean proteins. I have no problem getting in my whole grains and complex carbs because I love carbs. So, you know, I try. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. If I was perfect, I wouldn't have needed to lose 65 pounds. And if I was perfect, I still wouldn't struggle every single day. I just strive to be better, and that's all we can do. We can strive to be better than the day before. Some days it'll work, and some days it won't, and that's okay too. So, with that in mind, I'll be done. On the back, looks delicious. Raspberry yogurt pops, they look fantastic. I can't make them because they have a raw banana in them. Although I've been playing around with microwaving my banana, and so far so good, it seems to be working in certain things. But yeah, this looks really good, and who doesn't love that? So I might give it a try. We'll have to see. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me. And sorry about the no weigh-in. And I was really excited this week, being the first week on the purple plan. I feel like I had a really good week. We'll see. By next week, I 100% should be able to get on the scale, because I'll be able to bear weight on it. Not with this big old shoe on, because I'm taking that sucker off to weigh. So next week I will definitely have a weigh-in for you. I thought about trying to do it this morning, but I'm not, because I had a little pity party yesterday with food. You know, I thought I was over that emotional eating, and 99% of the time I am. Yesterday I just had a pity party. I did. That pity party consisted of tortilla chips and ice cream. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I don't pretend to be. So back on it today, and yeah, especially because I can't work out like I normally do. So I definitely need to focus a little bit more on my food this week, and I plan on doing that. So I am sorry this was so long. Had a lot to tell you. Please send me some prayers and positive thoughts for quick healing for this foot, because this is not me. I do not like this. Thank God I have this delightful little shoe, and I can, you know, get up and walk around and things like that. So yes, have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments below how your week went. Let me know if I was mean. I'm sorry. I just, you know, it's important to me. And I'd realize how important health is. So I'll shut up now. Have a great day, and I will be back later tonight with a full day of eating what I plan to eat all day. And I have to give blood today, so my day's gonna be a little screwed up. So I will talk to you all very soon.